So this is going to be a quick look at the Crimson Trace LG-401 and 401G laser grips for a full-size 1911 or a Colt Commander size 1911. So if you're not familiar with these are laser grips. So, and unfortunately I can't use a real firearm, but you'll kind of get the idea. So imagine if you had a 1911 and these grips are replacement models. So you take the grips off, your existing grips off, and you mount these, and they mount right in place of the old grips. They use the same screws actually. And once you get these mounted, when you grab the gun or you grab the grip, there's an activation module right here, and your grip presses it, and it will emit a laser out this little hole right here, down the side of the gun to the target, down the side of the 1911 to the target. Crimson Trace makes this. They make a lot of different laser models. These are what's called laser grips. This particular one for the 1911, the full-size 1911, Crimson Trace makes two versions. They make one with a green laser, which is what this is. Then they make one with a red laser. The green laser version is called the LG-401. The green version is called the LG-401G. And that's what this is. This is the green version. And they take batteries here on the inside. The green one takes 2 batteries. And of course you have to take the grip off to replace them anytime if the batteries go out. The laser only displays on one side. If you can imagine the gun pointing this way, the laser's on this side and goes right down the barrel, the 1911. Between the red and the green, I prefer the green. It's just a personal thing. I think it's easier to see during the day. But I will say this, the green version takes 2 batteries. The red version only takes, the green version takes 4 batteries because the laser's brighter and requires more power, versus the red version only takes 2 batteries. So there are some benefits, I guess, to the red. You don't have to buy as many batteries. But this is, like I said, the green. I have the red version as well. I do prefer the green. In terms of a fit, so there's lots of people that wonder, okay, will this fit my gun? This particular model is made to fit pretty much any brand 1911 that's a full size, which is be a 5-inch, or is a Colt Commander size, which is a 4 1/4 inch barrel. And it'll pretty much fit any manufacturer. Colt, Springfield, Kimber, Les Bear, Wilson Combat, just pretty much Rock Island Armory. As long as the gun is a traditional 5-inch or 4 1/4 inch 1911 single stack, this grip will fit it. Now, if you have a smaller 1911, such as something built like a Colt Officer's model, which is 3 1/2 inch, or a Colt Defender, which is 3-inch, then you need a different set of grips. This grip will not fit. It's too big. Now, installation on this is really easy. You just take the old grips off and replace it with this grip. It literally takes 10 minutes, to do. It's very simple. And then once you get the new grip mounted, if for some reason you decide you need to, when you take it and you check it, if you decide the laser hits off and it's not zeroed in, you can actually make windage and elevation adjustments right here with a little wrench. So you can actually dial it in if you wanted to. They typically fit. They come from the factory sort of preset So they're usually already on target. You might need to tweak it a little bit, you know, depending on how you shoot, but they're usually on target. I will say, in my experience, these do not work if you have something with a ambi safety. If you have a 1911 with an ambi safety, these are not going to fit. There's going to be a conflict with the ambi safety and the laser here. I don't know if Crimson Trace has come out with a version for an ambi safety. If they have, I haven't seen it. But if you wanted to put a laser on a 1911, especially a non-railed 1911, which means it doesn't have a Picatinny rail where you could mount a laser underneath the barrel, which most traditional 1911s don't, then this is a great option if you want to put a laser on there. Like I said, comes in a green. This is the green, also comes in a red. They're different. The green is the LG-401G. The red is just the LG-401. But if you were thinking about that for a 1911, you know, either a Commander or a full-size 5-inch, this is probably something to look at.